Last week, this new AI model dropped called Sora 2 that lets you generate hyper-realistic videos that are getting hundreds of millions of views. I've been making content for 8 years now, and this is the biggest gold rush opportunity that I have ever seen. Statistically, 99% of you are going to miss out or be lazy, so in this video, I'm going to ungatekeep 8 real ways that you can actually make money with this. But first, you need to know 3 things. If you skip this part, you are cooked. There's this huge misconception where people think that platforms aren't monetizing AI content at all because of the July 14th update where YouTube is cracking down on unoriginal content. Because everyone was confused, they clarified their statement to explain that as long as you made truly transformational content, you're good. This channel, called World War II Tales, runs AI scripts, AI voiceovers, AI thumbnails, and then just pops up an image while the voiceover is going on screen. They made over $100,000 off of YouTube AdSense last month. I promise you that you can monetize AI content. Second, the stuff that I'm talking about in this video is a blue ocean, which means that nobody is doing this well right now because it came out last week. Nobody has an advantage right now, and you can get an edge on basically any content that is being posted to the internet if you're smart. So to win, you actually have to get creative and carve out your own niche. And lastly, the stuff that actually makes money here won't just be the 10-second one-off Sora generated clips that you're seeing going viral right now. It's going to be formats that are longer, like over 30 seconds, that are going to make the most money here. You just need to be using Sora to get an advantage on everybody else in the niche. If your competition can just copy you by typing a sentence into the Sora app, then you are probably cooked. Which brings me into the actual ways to make money here. I'm going to show you 3 insane short form niches, 3 overpowered methods of making money, and then what I am actually doing to capitalize on the opportunity right now. I need you to look at this. This channel, called Animal Love Stories, has 10 million subscribers and 3.5 billion views. They post wholesome animal stories that are usually just fake, but people absolutely eat them up. If you look at this video of a woman saving a mother cat and her kittens on the side of the highway, all of the comments are people thanking her for rescuing them and calling her an angel, etc. The only problem here is that that video is completely AI generated. I posted it on TikTok a couple days ago and it kind of blew up and literally nobody noticed that it was AI. There's a real opportunity right now to create super viral animal stories completely from Sora and then just add a voiceover onto it. Dean and I actually ran a channel like this a couple months ago, and the whole bottleneck was finding good animal stories to talk about. As of last week, you can just make your own animal stories videos with Sora, and it's pretty clear that nobody realizes this is AI. The only issue with this niche right now is that every single Sora video gets generated with a hard-coded watermark in the middle of the screen. So we sped to build a Sora watermark remover in ViewMax that just AI generates the watermark out of your video. As good as the Sora videos are right now, I am not gonna lie, there is one main issue. You can only generate 10-second long videos. This is great for making one-off brain rot clips that go super viral, which is what you're probably seeing right now, but this is not great to get monetized. This is why everything that I'm showing to you is using Sora videos to put into a format like the last Animal Stories one, but it's still a ton of work to put all of the videos together, add a voiceover onto it, music, etc. Because of this, we've been testing with easier formats, and one of those is working really well right now. We posted a TikTok the other day on a fresh account ranking the funniest Sora videos, and it's already at 1 million views. This is incredibly overpowered because while ours was ranking funny Sora moments, you can just pick a random niche like police body cam footage, for example, and then just generate 6 or 7 funny clips and put them into a ranking format together. And boom, like that, you now have a video that's over 1 minute long that is ripping views. If you're gonna do this, make sure that you have a super eye-catching first clip within the first half a second that is make or break if your video is gonna get any views. And then also give the viewer no time to scroll away in between the clips, so absolutely no dead space.
Are you awake?
Mom?
I'm downstairs, sweetie.
There's certain formats on social media where you can't visually recreate the story that you're trying to tell. Reddit stories, crime stories, war stories, or even short explainer videos. To tell those stories visually, you've needed to pay an animator hundreds of dollars, which has led to channels like Zach D Films or The Art of War absolutely blowing up. I'm not saying that this is going to be better than a Zach D Films type channel yet, but that guy has 40 animators on payroll, and now you can basically match that same quality standard with $0 and a Sora prompt. I am incredibly bullish now on niches like telling Reddit stories with real B-roll in the background rather than just Minecraft parkour or Subway Surfers brain rot. These next 3 you might need to get a bit more creative on, but the prize is way bigger.
Guys,
coming from KR Digitals to remind you to take your vitamins.
These are called UGC videos, which stands for user-generated content. It's a very new way to market products, and companies are spending millions and millions of dollars to pump these videos out. There's individual people who are getting paid tens of thousands of dollars a month for just taking selfie videos on their phone because it feels authentic and actually makes money. If you can find a real way to make AI UGC videos that convert to sales, you will get rich as f***. The current constraints to this is obviously, as I've said a million times, you can only generate 10-second videos here, but more often than not, when you generate the videos, the characters just start yapping. To fix this, you can give Sora incredibly specific prompts for exactly what scenes you want at what timestamps, what you want the characters to say, and then you can even upload reference images of the products that you're trying to sell to include in the video. I've also been seeing examples of people adding other elements like real screen recordings, which add another level of authenticity to these videos.
My new boyfriend dresses so badly, so we're using this app to try on different outfits.
What do you think of this Rick Owens outfit, Pookie?
If you can figure out how to do these videos at scale to drive sales for people who are selling shit, then you will make a ton of money. Did you know that on certain platforms to get monetized, you need to show your face? This next one is super interesting to me because now you don't need to do that because Sora can do it for you. There's a ton of YouTubers like this guy named Andy Jang who basically just narrate stories with their face on it. In some YouTube Shorts niches, adding a narrator to the video can lead to the videos getting more views, but on stuff like Snapchat, Facebook, and some long-form YouTube niches, it can be required to make the channels work. Because of this, we spent some time trying to get our chief gremlin Jonathan to narrate videos with Sora, and here are the results.
I made a terrible mistake. After winning a wrestling competition, he got a little too excited and tried to take down his coaches, which later ended up being one of his biggest regrets.
This guy made a terrible mistake. After winning a wrestling competition, he got a little too excited and tried to take down his coaches, which later ended up being one of his biggest regrets.
Imagine if you got a realistic looking SpongeBob to narrate your next video. For some reason, now that's possible and basically costs no money. There's been this trend recently of ultra long form channels, and I have friends that are absolutely printing. For example, that World War II history channel that I showed you at the beginning of this video makes over $100,000 a month off of just AdSense with fully AI made videos, and nobody realizes. The main issue here is that Sora videos are super expensive to generate right now. Like if you wanted to generate an hour-long video with Sora, it would cost between $2,000 and $8,000. So you can't just make these ultra long form channels completely with Sora, but you can slightly innovate on currently working concepts. Like on that World War II Tales channel, if you generated a veteran talking for the first 30 seconds of the video and then went into the ultra long form stuff, it would give this illusion that there's a real person recounting his war stories, and I'm pretty sure that nobody in the comments would realize. That shit would absolutely print. Just like on short form, this Sora stuff is what business people call a horizontally enabling layer, which basically just means that in every niche that you look into, you can find a way to make it better with Sora. I don't have a longer section for long form videos right now because I think in the current state of things, it's way better to focus on short form concepts, but I'm sure that you can still print on long form, and this stuff progresses so quickly. In a couple months, I'm sure that it's going to be there. Once again, if you're thinking about doing this, I have a banger video that I made about how to get into long form content. Okay, so now what am I actually doing to make money here? To be completely honest, I really wanted to gatekeep this, but there's enough money going around. Okay, first of all, we are spam launching shorts channels. My favorite by far is animal-based stuff, but we're testing in pretty much every niche that I talked to you about. I think that the opportunity right now is too great to pass up, and nobody is really taking this shit seriously. If you are going to try to do this, then you need to understand how to make good shorts. I have a ton of full free in-depth videos talking about exactly how to do that, and you would mainly be making money off of YouTube AdSense where you make 20 cents per 1,000 views. We're going to be testing each concept with at least 30 to 60 uploads before moving on. You need to make sure that you are giving this enough time. The second thing that I am incredibly excited for, especially in the near short term, is Facebook monetization. If you just focused on that, you would absolutely print money. In my opinion, the audience that watches Facebook Reels is so much more inclined to find Sora videos entertaining, and they won't even know that it's AI. Tell me that you can't picture your mom showing you this funny video of a dog driving a car. To blow up on Facebook, it's the exact same principles as all of the other content platforms, except the main thing that you need to be careful for is demonetization. They have notoriously bad creator support, and if your account gets demonetized, you are basically cooked. On Facebook, you're also growing theme pages rather than just one-off YouTube accounts, and your followers on Facebook actually stack up and are valuable, whereas on YouTube, subscribers literally mean nothing. The last thing we're doing with Sora right now is adding templates to make all of these videos in Vumax, which is my software that helps people make viral videos. We're building templates that actually work to go viral on social media, and if you're wanting to make Sora videos, we made a watermark remover specifically so that you can make money with that type of content. If you have any questions for me personally about the Sora stuff or just social media in general, check out the Pro plan in Vumax. It gives you access to the full software plus a private community where I personally read and respond to all messages at least once a day. As I said before, the opportunity with Sora right now is an even playing field, so if you're trying to get into this, good luck.